Jai Shri Ram. Let us enter this sacred space today with hearts filled with devotion and mouths sweetened by the holy name. In an age of distractions and complications, the path of Smarana, repeating God's name, remains simple, pure, and powerful. Today's Pravachan reminds us that real saintliness lies not in mere knowledge, but in living, breathing, and dissolving into Nama itself. Let us now listen to this truth with reverence and open hearts. I live in and for Nama alone. You know, a person may be a great scholar, able to deliver excellent sermons and profound discourses on the Shastras, talk lucidly on the scriptures and mythology. He may be a good man, even a godly man, and yet he may not be acknowledged a saint if he does not live immersed in Nama, or if one is unable to learn to love God in his company. Relatives of saints are not necessarily saints, just as a son may not take up his father's calling. Even a saint should outwardly behave like a common man. To behave eccentrically is by no means the distinguishing feature of a saint. Complete freedom from fear is the prime quality of a saint. What indeed can create fear in one who sees God everywhere and in everything? Being without a trace of fear, he is left undisturbed even by normally lethal creatures such as snakes, wolves, tigers, and lions. Even wild man-eating animals will not dare to meet a fearless gaze. Besides, the purity of the saint's heart also has a disarming effect. Association with a saint only comes from extraordinary good fortune. Generation of love for God or for his name is the true gain to be derived from such association. Unbroken association with a saint can only be obtained by ceaseless Nama Smarana. For where there is Nama, it is there that a saint likes to dwell. Shri Tukarama's prayer is, "Grant, O Lord, that I may never forget you." While Shri Ramada's prays for the favor that he may never have to live away from him, to be ever associated with, attached to him, and for the mind to be restored to awareness of him whenever it happens to stray away from him. You know, an order, however emphatically worded, remains ineffective unless signed by a competent authority. The signature imparts life to it. Nama plays the role of that signature with respect to any spiritual sadhana. The strength and vitality of Nama have to be tried and experienced to be believed. It is Nama and Nama alone that I have been advocating all my life. Indeed, I came and lived for Nama. I live in Nama. I exist neither here nor there, but only in Nama. Whoever utters Nama, there about him I live and linger. That you should keep uttering Nama is all that I exhort you to do, all that I expect from you. Let me share a small, powerful story from Saint Meykandar's life, a saint who not only taught Shaiva Siddhanta, but lived immersed in divine truth. When Meykandar was still a young ascetic, he was once asked to debate with a proud scholar who dismissed Nama Smarana as childish and unnecessary. The scholar asked, "Isn't liberation only possible through deep scriptural knowledge? What use is mere repetition of a name?" Meykandar didn't argue. He simply closed his eyes and began softly repeating, "Shiva, Shiva, Shiva." The hall became still. The air changed. Something sacred descended. The scholar who mocked Nama now had tears in his eyes. He stood up, folded his hands and said, "Today I have felt God not from scriptures, but from your presence and your Nama." Meykandar opened his eyes and said gently, "I live in Nama. I am not here nor there, only where the Lord's name is sung. Let the world call me whatever it wants. Let me never forget my Shiva." This is the essence of today's teaching. Nama is not just repetition. It is our breath, our soul, our refuge, and our God. We do not need to be learned or advanced. We only need to be sincere and constant. Dear listeners, let this truth settle deep in our hearts. We are not asked to be perfect. We are only asked to remember God constantly through His name. Let us live each day with the divine name on our lips, Rama Krishna Shiva Devi, whatever resonates with our heart. Where Nama is, there God is. And where God is, fear cannot enter. Repeat his name lovingly, constantly, and your life will become a temple.